Kia ora, my name is Whare Lysander and welcome to Oho Icke Books. This particular topic I talked about today was very important and very powerful, because the more I wrote about this particular topic, the more insights I got into this narrative, and also in this understanding and a greater understanding as the information I began to compile on my blog drew me to a conclusion that I did not see coming, which was quite powerful and amazing, really, and deeply intuitive. Now, what that topic was about was living from the heart and tuning from the heart, which is the heart vortex chakra, the heart vortex meridian, into fifth dimensional consciousness, which to me, in my own personal experience and my understanding and my research, fifth dimensional consciousness emanates from the heart connection to all that is beyond the simulation. Now, what I mean by that is that back in 2001, a philosopher from Oxford University, Nick Bostrum, said that we live in a simulation. I think it was 2 years after that, David Icke, the researcher, went to Brazil in South America, and in the Amazon rainforest had an experience on ayahuasca, which I wrote about as well, and his experience gave him the opportunity, due to the nature of the entity he met on his ayahuasca experience, to show him that fear, human fear, and fear in general, had created this self-perpetuating cycle, self-perpetuating matrix that was feeding itself through the fear to reinforce the parameters of this matrix, this simulation. And he went even further with that later on through his research, to say who created this simulation, and who created its parameters and what those parameters were. And then I wrote about an article that I received not long ago through intuition, was taken to a place where I read about the simulation hypothesis now being not only being fully embraced, but actually being proven to be right, and astoundingly proven to be right via the Scientific American, which is mainstream as you get. As I'm writing this blog, I'm dropping into that space from my own heart to connect to source energy. I really feel this. Once you reach out from your heart chakra to connect with all that is, you go beyond the parameters of the simulation, because it's based on fear, and fear is basically based on survival, ego, right? So going from your heart chakra, reaching out from your heart, living your life from your heart, how much of your shadow work have you done? How much have you let go of the patterns and the emotions that continue to hold you and bring you back into your ego? How much do you put your ego to the side to let spirit channel through your body and connect to source energy from your heart? As like the Joseph P. Farrell said in one of his blogs, that I also referenced in my own personal blog, aperiodic crystals. Your DNA is a transducer of information coming from beyond the simulation and within the simulation, depending on what frequency you are resonating with, connecting from your heart with intention to all that is, with words and music and frequency and sound, into this greater expansive awareness. And what you're bringing into this dimension from your heart is these codes that unlock this simulation. I was thinking about this in regards to the Tower of Babel, was that this wasn't about creating human languages, although it was on some level. It was about the language of the DNA, changing humans' DNA so all they could pick up on and transduce and also be an antenna for was the frequency of the simulation. We have a way of busting out, and that is from here, from our hearts. And I really feel that to be true, and this is an interesting premise for me to explain to you. I hope it wasn't too esoteric. But thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Mā te oa. I'll see you again soon.